Yo, so it's been a while. I know I released a little quick update video about 5 days ago. No, that was last week. Never mind. Yeah, last Saturday actually. But today I'm back with another video. It's only been like 5 months.
Bruh.
Once again, I sincerely apologize for the long ass wait for another video. I know I kept promising you guys on Instagram, oh yeah, new videos coming up, but one never released. Yeah, I've been really busy with a lot of other things, and honestly, YouTube hasn't been my priority, as I explained in the previous video I uploaded last Saturday. But anyways, that's in the past. We're in the present now. What are we going to be talking about today? Today's topic is how to build good habits and how to build habits and how to make it consistent. So I recently read Atomic Habits for the second time, and I gained a lot of insight from that book and applied a lot of the rules in that book to my daily life, and honestly, it helped me a lot. Some of the things I'm going to be teaching you are going to be from the book. Some of the things I'm going to be teaching you are just from personal experience. So yeah, let's get straight into it. A lot of people think that my life is based off of discipline, and I guess you could say like it is. There are some days that I just feel like, for example, not waking up or going to the gym, I guess. But honestly, if I were to say that I'm using my discipline for every single thing that I do in my life, I'd be lying straight up. I just get that motivation because one, I like doing it, and two, I already have that habit implemented. So I've seen a lot of other people, it's way harder to do certain things when they don't have that habit implemented. So I have a friend that is also, he's one of my really close friends, but we're very different when it comes to habits and self-improvement. You know, he's a business guy, he's influenced me to start one and whatever, but I feel like his discipline level, it's kind of not there yet. I feel like it could use some improvement. I'm not going to name any names, but he's probably watching this video. It is really crucial to have habits implemented, because once again, it's a lot easier to keep consistent when those habits are already implemented. So for an example, for me with boxing, I go every Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. I don't really go on any other day because I already have days scheduled for that. So Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, I know I'm supposed to go to the gym. But with my other friend, he kind of just goes whenever he wants because he doesn't have that habit implemented. He calls himself a boxer, and he is a boxer, but he doesn't have that habit implemented when he should go. So I tell this to a lot of other people. I'm like, oh, they ask me to hang out, or not really hang out. They're like, what are you doing after school today, you know? I'm like, oh yeah, I'm just going to the gym. And he's like, why don't you come hang out with us or whatever. This is just hypothetical. I can't remember, but I've explained this before. I've explained this concept before. I'm like, nah man, I can't. I gotta go to the gym, you know? I go every Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. I tell him what days I go to the gym. And he's like, man, why don't you just like go with the flow of life? And I tell him, well, I do. But then there's just some things that you gotta have like scheduled. So if I don't tell myself like, yeah, okay, like it's a Monday, and say it's a Monday, and I know the next day I gotta go to the gym. I already have that in the back of my mind. That gets me so far ahead, because when I know that, like, I shouldn't have to really explain this, but when I have a habit implemented, it's so much easier to do that. Because once again, with my other friend, he doesn't really go. He just kind of runs off of motivation, and yeah, he doesn't get much training in. So, sorry, I think I went completely off topic. I'm just gonna go back to the example I was giving before. So my friend was telling me, just go with the flow of life, you know? And I do. But some things just need to be scheduled so you remember to do them. So if it's like after school and I'm just sitting there, I'm like, I don't really know what to do right now, you know? Mondays and Wednesdays, I know what I know what I do. And I do that obviously, but I know what I'm gonna do. Monday and Wednesdays, I go home and work or read. I don't read for the entire time, but I do a mix of those things. There's countless things that I do on Mondays and Wednesdays. Mondays and Wednesdays are my work days, and then Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays are my boxing days and my training days when I go for runs and whatnot. So I do go with the flow, but I have a schedule that's structured in little building blocks. So I don't live my life thinking like, okay, yeah, school ends at 3:05. I'm gonna go home. It's gonna take me 15.6 minutes to get home. I'm gonna shower for 15 minutes. I'm gonna eat for 20, and I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna work on my business for an hour and 20. I'm gonna end at exactly this time. I don't do that shit. I just know, okay, 3:05, that's when the school ends. I go home, I arrive whenever the hell I do. It's usually around 3:45. I'll shower, eat, and because of previous experience, I just know that all of that is finished around 4:05. So that period from when I go to sleep, or when I usually structure it from when I'm ready to work between dinner. That's when I gotta accomplish all my shit. So within that time, I'll decide, what do I want to start off with? I'll probably either work on business, I'll read, or sometimes I'll even just chillax and watch YouTube, or maybe I'll even take a nap. Who knows? So I do go with the flow. I just structure them in really big building blocks. That's basically why habits are such a crucial thing, because if you go with the flow too much, you don't really end up accomplishing anything. Because I'll give another example. Examples are kind of my way of just explaining to other people better. If it's a Monday and I'm sitting there, I have no idea what to do, I'll most likely end up going home. If I have no idea what to do, I most likely won't end up going to the gym. So structuring your life, or living your life to your schedule, I wouldn't say schedule, but like structuring them in big building blocks are crucial if you really want to like move forward and keep that consistency. Okay, so now I've just broken down why habits are so crucial. Now I'm gonna explain how to implement them. So one thing I learned from Atomic Habits is to get 1% better every day, which is meaning just start small. A lot of people will tell you just go for it, train your discipline, but a lot of people don't have that discipline. And honestly, I'm gonna be honest, I didn't. I started self-improvement at the beginning of grade 9, and I am pretty much like 20 days left of grade 10. So it's been a fair bit. It's been nearly 2 years. And let me say, at the beginning of my journey, I would like to say I could not even compare to what I was now. If I went back in time and showed him the shit that I did now, he would tell me like, wake him the fuck up. Because back then it was a lot of simple things. I didn't really wake up early, I didn't meditate, I didn't journal, blah blah blah. I just kind of focused on my personality, because low-key I was a little bitch back then. You gotta start small, and it's gonna take time. The key is consistency. If you push yourself too much, you're not gonna stay consistent, and all of that shit goes down the drain. It's been proven time and time again. People who try and get this major opportunity always fail if they just go all in at once. So if I were starting a business, personally, I wouldn't sit down for fucking 6 hours a day and work, I guess. So you gotta start small. For me, one of the biggest things I had starting self-improvement was waking up early. At the beginning of grade 9, I think I was like 20 minutes late to school. Now I wake up at 6:30. Back then I woke up at like 8, and my school started at 8:40. I would literally leave the house when I'm supposed to be at school. 8:40 is when school starts. I'd still be fucking eating my fucking flakes. So waking up was such a huge deal for me. But then when I started learning about journaling and reading, I tried getting into reading back then. I just stopped, or meditating even. I started shifting my wake up time back at least 10 minutes every time I found one of those habits, and when I started doing it. So I found journaling. I started doing that. I woke up 10 minutes earlier. Found meditating 10 minutes earlier. Reading 10 minutes earlier. Or not 10 minutes earlier, like 30 minutes earlier. And that kept going down until it went to 6:30. So I didn't just jump from 8 o'clock straight to 6:30, because I tried doing that and it fucking sucks. Like I couldn't even do it for 2 days in a row. I just started trying to wake up at 5, can't do it. I completely forgot about the 1% each day rule, and I was like, you know what, it's only an hour and a half, I can wake up at 5 o'clock. I was planning to do it for the rest of June. I could not. Like, I'm not even joking, my brain throughout the day, like in the morning I think I was okay, but then it really got to me later throughout the day, especially at boxing. I couldn't even fucking like hit the bag for more than one round. It was bad. So consistency is key. 1% better every day. So yeah, you just want to shift back. You just want to get 1% better every day. No major jump, no major progress, I guess. Not progress, I should say, but progress is still progress. You're still getting better each day. If you woke up 1 minute earlier than the day before, that's still progress. It's gonna take time, because consistency is one of the biggest things. It is way better to hit the gym 20 minutes a day every single day than hit it once for 3 hours one day per week. And everyone knows that. That's pretty obvious. Consistency is key. Now I'm gonna give you guys some examples on how you can implement these habits. So if you're just starting self-improvement and you want to get into good habits, I feel like the first thing you should start doing is your morning routine, and start building that and expanding that, because your morning routine, I'm not gonna lie, it sets the entire day for you. If you have a successful morning, you carry that momentum for the rest of the day. There have been so many times where I just fucking forget about my morning, or I used to. Now I'm completely consistent. It's like just a part of my life now. But back then, when I was first starting to do it and do these habits, if I didn't do them on certain days, I'd have such a shit day. Because knowing that you did that morning routine and knowing that you did well, you just carry that momentum. You're like, okay, why don't we do this? It's like when you're running. So yesterday I was on a run and I was at about, I think 7 kilometers. I ran 10 kilometers yesterday. So I was at 7 kilometers and I was like, dude, we're already doing so good. Why don't I just go to 10? So that momentum just keeps pulling you there. Keeping these habits, how can you implement them? If I was trying to wake up early, once again, as I said before, just get, even if you have all these habits in mind and you know what time you're supposed to wake up, don't just gun it there. So you want to start, say you're in my position and you want to start waking up at 6:30 and you're at 8 o'clock. I'd say it's gonna take a while. Each day you can do 1 minute earlier, or each week you can do 10 minutes earlier, or each week you can do 20 minutes earlier. It doesn't matter. Whatever's comfortable with you, start small and just go shift it back slightly and slightly and slightly, because there's a huge difference when you jump an hour and a half back, or even 8 o'clock is not enough. Oh wait, I'm fucking stupid. Yeah, it is. So yeah, you don't want to gun it from 8 o'clock to 6:30, because once again, you're just gonna be tired. You're not gonna want to do that shit. So if you're shifting it back just a little bit, it's gonna be pretty much normal, because you're like, okay, it's only 10 minutes. I'm not gonna be that tired. Or if I wanted to start meditating, what is gonna keep you into the habit? Consistency. You don't want to be doing 20 minutes of meditation every day and just try to keep that and just discipline yourself into doing that, because honestly, you want to try and stay motivated. Yeah, some things you're gonna have to discipline yourself, but if you're really struggling, not even if you're just really struggling, you want to be motivated to do that thing. So start small. One day, each day, just do a little bit, even 3 minutes. At this point, if you're doing 3 minutes, it may not even be just for the benefits of meditation. It might just be trying to build the habit. So when you eventually get up to 10 minutes, that's when you start indulging in in the benefits and stuff. Or even journaling. Journaling, I honestly, like some days I'd completely forget to do it. But the more you do it, the more it's just muscle memory. You just remember it. So at that point, it's not even discipline, or it's not motivation. You gotta, for morning routines or just anything, you gotta keep doing it to the point where it just becomes second nature to you, and it's just normal. There's nothing else to say. It's just like, for an example, another example, my morning, every single morning, there's not gonna be a single morning where I do not shower. Like, I fucking feel disgusting when I jump out of bed. I'm sweating, it's hot in my room, my hair's all bunched up, my body feels weird. I need a shower. And if I don't shower, I'm not gonna lie, I go fucking nuts. I go crazy. Like when I went on vacation once, I went camping, I did not shower for 4 days. You don't understand how badly I just wanted to jump in the river and just fucking wash my body off, even though it was freezing. I fucking hated it. So anyways, I'm trying to tell you, showering, I didn't always do that. In grade 8, I never showered. Like, I'm gonna be honest, I think I showered every other day. Now I shower twice a day. So back then, if you just keep doing it, it's just second nature to you. Like, it's like brushing your teeth. You gotta keep meditating it to the point where it's like brushing your teeth. If you don't brush your teeth, you feel weird. If you don't meditate, you feel weird. And that's the same thing with me. If I don't journal or meditate in the morning, I just feel like I don't want to. It's not like showering where I want to like shoot myself, but it's just like, oh damn, you know, I didn't do that. I really should have done it. You just feel weird, and you just feel like you messed up, I guess. Because right now, if you're trying to build those habits, you're gonna be like, oh, it's fine. But then now, if you're at my stage, and you don't journal, you just feel like weird. You feel like you fucked up. So consistency is key. You gotta keep doing that. If I was trying to get into boxing, if I was trying to, you know, do that, I wouldn't go. Or no, actually, let's not use boxing, because let's use the gym, just weightlifting. If you're trying to lose weight, if you're trying to lose weight and you're trying to get daily cardio in, I wouldn't walk 10,000 steps per day, because honestly, 10,000 steps, that's a lot. I mean, unless if you're like fucking brain dead and you're like on your phone, like scrolling through TikTok while you're walking, which you shouldn't be. You're out on a walk, you're in nature, fucking enjoy it. I wouldn't walk 10,000 steps per day if I was trying to lose weight. I'd walk maybe 1,000, then increase it each day, maybe like by 100 steps or something. Or if I was trying to get into running, I wouldn't run 10 kilometers. I'm not gonna lie, that is what I did yesterday. I downloaded the Nike Run Club app. My coach suggested it, and man, I love it. Like, I just love using it. It turns running into a game. But I've had that motivation to just run so much. I'm not trying to build a habit at this point. I'm gonna wait until that motivation dies down, and then I'm gonna start building the habit. I'm not trying to run every day, but I wanna do at least one long run, which is at least like 5 kilometers once per week. And I'm gonna start from there. Maybe that's all I need. But if I can't run 5 kilometers per week, I'm gonna start at 2, you know? So what I was saying before, if I was trying to lose weight, I don't run like a half marathon every day. I don't run the length of the Vancouver Sun Run every day. I'd start small. If I hated running, I do like 1 kilometer per day. 1 kilometer isn't that much. If you keep doing that, at the end of the week, you're at 7 kilometers. Just keep that intensity, but also that consistency. I'd run 1 kilometer if I wanted to walk, or if I just wanted to get into nature, or, you know, I wanted to lose weight by just walking, doing some light cardio, or I just wanted to take a walk every day because I know it's good for my mental being and wellness. I'd start by like maybe 1,000 steps per day. It's not that much. Not doing 10,000 steps per day, 12,000, which is what I've seen a lot of people do when they're trying to lose weight. They run like 10,000 steps per day. So guys, consistency is such a big thing to building habits. Just starting small and getting 1% better each day. Because if you see a graph, if you were to make a graph for every day that you try to do that habit, if you look at yourself in a year, you'll fucking like, you're gonna be up there. It's gonna just be second nature. If I look a year ago now to what I was doing, I think I was struggling so much with journaling, meditating, reading. I would just wake up, eat breakfast, leave. Or, wake up, brush my teeth, shower, eat, leave. So, I started these habits in just September, meditating, journal, and reading. And now I kept that consistency to where I am now. And now it's just second nature. And it feels weird not to do. Now you're probably wondering, if it feels not weird to do, if it just feels weird not to do, does that mean that you're using discipline to like do these things? Because I see a lot of people mistaking like, oh yeah, if I'm gonna just make it second nature, am I gonna like wanna shoot myself when I don't? Or am I just gonna still hate doing it? Well, the thing is, you're not really going to. I don't know, this might be different for some people, but for me, I don't hate journaling because it doesn't take that long. Honestly, for me, I think I journal for like 5 minutes. I journal like what I want to do in the day. I write a gratitude. I write what I'm stressed about and how I can fix it, whatever. It doesn't take me that long. Meditating, honestly, I kind of like just being able to sit in silence for at least 10. I don't meditate for 30 minutes. I meditate for like 10 because honestly, I can't stay focused for more than that. Like a lot of the days, I'm still trying to like stay focused for the entirety of the 10 minutes, but sometimes my mind will wander and I'll wonder how the fucking chicken nuggets I ate earlier were cooked and where they were raised or some shit, I don't know. But yeah, honestly, I don't hate doing any of these things. I love journaling, I love meditating, and I love reading. And you'll start to love these things because, either one, you'll start to love them, or two, you will just like be like, oh, whatever. Like, does anybody like brushing their teeth? Like, nobody will not like not brushing their teeth. Everyone will feel weird if they don't brush their teeth. But do they necessarily like doing it? Like, is it enjoyable, or is it just a part of their morning routine and the benefits behind it? What is the benefit of brushing my teeth? I have a fresh mouth, my teeth are clean, and they're good for the day, I guess. What does journaling give me? It's just a part of my routine now. But why am I doing it? Well, because one, it's a good way to keep track of what I want to do in the day, and it gives me mental clarity or something. I don't know, some people journal just for the fuck of it. They write down what happened in their day. So if you know the benefits behind it, then you'll keep wanting to do it. Same thing with brushing your teeth. If you didn't get a fresh mouth or have clean teeth after brushing your teeth, would anybody do it? No. So with reading, I know the benefits are that I'm gonna learn from it. And I don't know, some people, it can calm them down. I know the benefits of meditating. Do I necessarily enjoy it? Yeah, I enjoy meditating. For 10 minutes, yeah, it's pretty nice. It's nice to just start the morning with silence and just breath work. And I know the benefits behind it. I'm calm for the rest of the day. Yeah, I don't know, I have a clearer mind. I'm more focused. Sure. So eventually, I'm still in that stage where I like doing it, and it's not like, I don't know how to explain it. I don't necessarily kind of love doing it, but I do enjoy reading here and there. I do. Some days I don't want to read at all, but once you get the habit in, it's just gonna be second nature to the point where you don't even have to think about it. Like, if you do it for 6 months every single day and just increase the intensity, in 6 months you'll be up there and it'll just be second nature to you. You don't have to think about it. You won't necessarily hate or like doing it. It'll just be, okay, I know why I'm doing this. I'm doing it because it's a part of my day now and I know the benefits behind it. That's it. So gym, why am I going to the gym? Like, if you have that consistency, for me, boxing is kind of second nature now. I know Tuesday, Thursday, Friday I have to go. Why do I go? Because I want to learn how to like defend myself, I guess. I don't know, there's a lot of reasons. I just want it's a sport to keep me in shape, I guess. And also I want to be able to defend myself. And I do it. Do I necessarily like doing it? Actually, yeah, I love it. So I shouldn't use boxing as an example. Why do I drink water? Why do I drink 3 of these per day? Do I necessarily like doing it? No, but it's just whatever. It's just a whatever thing. I just do it because it's healthy. You know, it gives me clear. If I drink 3 of these per day, which I do, I get clearer skin. I guess less acne. I flush out more toxins, and I'm more hydrated. So do I necessarily like drinking water? Like, yummy. Do I do that? No, it's just whatever. I know the benefits behind it, so I like doing it. I know the benefits behind it, so I do it. So it's really simple. I don't really have much else to say. Consistency over intensity, I'd like to say. Don't start with don't start with the major gap. Don't go from 8 o'clock to 6:30. Start little by little and understand why you're doing it. Understand the benefits behind that, and you'll notice that you'll start liking to do it more. Because once again, if you know the benefits, if you know how it's helping you, why would you not do it? Sometimes it might be hard, but if it's difficult to do, reduce the intensity of that. Reducing the intensity, this is straight from Atomic Habits. If you reduce the intensity, the easier it becomes. Reduce the intensity of a habit and it will become easier. That is a quote straight from Atomic Habits. Reduce the intensity and the habit will become easier. So do that until you're comfortable with that. It's like progressive overloading in the gym. Do this weight. Do this weight. Do 50 pounds until you can do that. Do 50 pounds for 6 reps. Do 10 minutes of meditation for however long you can do it. Then once you're comfortable, when you can stay focused, increase it by 5 minutes. Do 15 minutes of meditation. Like progressive overloading. Once you're comfortable, you break out of your shell a little bit and just do that little increase. So here are the rules. Consistency over intensity, and understand why you're doing it and realize the benefits of your habits. Those are the 2 things that really help me build the habits that I have now and continue to allow me to build these. And yeah, that's pretty much it. You implement these and I guarantee you 6 months from now you'll have them second nature, and that's on me if you don't. So please, if you're really trying to get into good habits, try these 2 things. Note them down, write them down in your phone or your notebook. Watch this video if you forget. But yeah, implement those and you'll be golden in 6 months. So that's basically all I have for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys learned something. I don't know when the next video will be. Maybe next week. I do have some things planned. But